Hello. Hi, Whistle. Thank you for the first. Thank you. Today is my first time on a podcast. I'm excited. Yeah, I got invited by Neon. Neon's really cool, real cool person. Go check them out if you like. And I don't know. I'm just waiting for the podcast to start. I'm waiting a little bit. But also, you guys are able to just chat in my chat and ask any questions in my chat because Neon will have will have my chat open as well. So you can either talk on his chat or you can talk on my chat. It's either or, whatever you're feeling. But I'm excited. And like right now I'm using Vbridger, which I haven't used in a while. And like looking at the looking at the mouth comparisons like of the Vbridger and my model is like it's fun. It's kind of funny.
All right. Intro song done. On Deafin on Discord.
W.
And transition done. W's across the board.
W.
W. No, double U.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I know. We're starting off this episode already pretty cheesy, pretty corny, but it's not corn cheese, everyone, although that would sound delicious with extra butter, of course. Anyways, welcome everyone back. I know, right? Welcome everyone back to the Neon Podcast, episode 161. How's everyone doing? Oracle, hello, hi, see you in chat. And today, after breaking the 160s, we have a new guest, another beautiful Vtuber joining us today. Wings spread there. I don't want to say wide because it's not fully out there, but there. So lovely and beautiful to have this person. But I'm going to go ahead and let this person introduce themselves. So, hello, person. Would you introduce yourself?
I am person. Hello. Nice to meet everyone. My name is Sune. I'm your local fox angel. And I'm super excited to be a part of Neon's podcast. Woo! Because it's my first ever podcast, so I'm super hyped.
Let's go. Being hyped for the podcast. Little scuff there, no worries. But yeah, I mean, Sune, it's your first podcast.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, do you know many people that do podcasts like outside of, big celebrities or big internet people?
Wait, ask that question again.
Okay, let me rephrase this.
It didn't register in my mind.
Do you know anyone personally that does podcasts?
Oh, not that I know of.
Nice. I'm like, nice. I fit the category. There you go. First in both categories. And first time for you being here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Sune. Well, I'm glad.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. When I'm like, Sune's cool. She's a vibe. She seemed like a nice person to chat with, and she was. And now I'm just like, hey, you should come on the podcast, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
With those fingers. I don't know. It'd be a fun time, maybe. Talking behind our desk here, at least on my channel.
Of course.
And yeah, I mean, for you, how are you doing? First of all,
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good today. Was pretty productive, I think. It's pretty nice.
Pretty productive. Was it just like work stuff in general, personal things?
Yeah. Well, I had a class today, and then I started making flashcards for my Korean class because I'm having a hard time memorizing terms.
Oh, you're taking a Korean class? Dang. And you're a flashcard type of person? How long have you been learning Korean?
Oh, Korean? I started pretty recently, maybe like around the beginning of this year. And then I also take Japanese class, but that one I've been studying a bit longer, like maybe like the end of last year, kind of.
Dang, you're learning two languages at the same time? That's already sounds really difficult.
Well, I would say I'm
What's the
like
motivation?
I feel like my Japanese is like conversational level by now, so that's why I decided to start taking Korean classes.
Okay. So then go wild, bit of conversation. Okay, got you. So then is there an inspiration behind either of those? You were just like, forget it. I'm gonna Japanese, Korean. Let's go. Let's do it. What's next on the
Okay.
docket? German, Spanish.
Okay, so Japanese is kind of crazy. The reason why I started learning Japanese is because my ex was Japanese.
Oh.
And I through that like friend group, I met a lot of people who mainly spoke Japanese. My ex was also mainly Japanese, but spoke a little bit of English. So, but I wanted to learn more Japanese to communicate with this new group and my ex. And I found out
Okay.
that I
Nice.
enjoy it. So I'm still rolling with it.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. The dedication, we love to see it. We love to see the hard work and you sticking to it. I love it.
Yes.
So then you're over here learning Japanese. Then Korean came into the picture. What happened there?
Oh,
Did
okay.
you have another ex that's also was Korean
No,
and
no,
had
no,
Korean
no.
friends or
I've never dated a Korean person before. But the reason for Korean is because in September I'm going to Japan and Korea. And since my
Ooh.
Japanese is at a decent level, I feel like I wanted to start learning Korean and hoping that it'll help me through my vacation.
When are you heading over to for vacation?
Sorry?
When are you going?
When am I going? In September. In September.
Ooh, September. So you got a good couple months to go get there and get a little bit more conversational.
Yeah.
Dang, I know it's because I've also heard you speak Japanese on stream, whether it was like in a VC or more particular VR chat. And I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
damn, okay. Someone to help teach me and use words. And I'm like, oh, maybe who knows? Soon enough. Who will watch me like just weeb out and throw out words here and there and be like Sune. Did that make sense? I don't know grammatically, I could be wrong. Or even
Yeah,
colloquially,
you
I
can
could be
totally do
wrong. So
that. I mean, I'm not like fluent in Japanese quite yet, but I still got a lot to learn.
have you been able to use your Japanese or Korean in even everyday situations at all?
Everyday situations. So besides like talking to my Japanese friends, not really.
Mm.
Uh, but when I go back to Japan in September, it'll be my second time using Japanese like in Japan, but I know a lot more now, so I'm hoping to speak to people in speak to people when I'm in Japan. Maybe, be more open.
Right. No, I get that. I get that. The reason why I ask is because when I was learning Japanese, right, like
Yeah.
very early, and I only took Japanese lessons, like and I say Japanese lessons, right? I'm just doing like basic Duolingo, like a couple lessons a day for 3 months before for going to Japan.
Yeah.
So that was like it helped a little bit. It really did. Like that little bit went a long way. Obviously,
Yeah.
on top of being able to have internet and Google Translate, but that's beside the point. I'm still learning Japanese, at my own pace, which is nice to
Yeah, there's no
do.
rush.
But then I found myself even after coming back from Japan, and I live in an area in LA where there's a decent Japanese community where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So where I am, there's actually uh, a bunch of like family owned Japanese restaurants or things like that. So there are a couple of times where I just go into a Japanese restaurant
Uh-huh.
and I'll practice and I'll order in Japanese and stuff. And like one time, so quick story. One time I ended up being one of the last customers of the night. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was still like an hour, 2 hours to an hour and a half left before closing. But then everyone was leaving around with like 30 minutes left, and I was left the last one there.
Yeah.
They accidentally got one of my orders wrong.
Oh
So then I
no.
asked them about it. And then she was like really nice about it. Like one of
Uh-huh.
the managers, one of the tenchos, she was like, slightly middle-aged Japanese woman.
Mm-hmm.
Gave me free sake, a whole glass of free sake because they got a part
Holiday.
of my order. I was like, oh wow. And then because I was responding in Japanese, but I don't look Japanese because I'm not.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, oh, are you Japanese? I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, why do you know Japanese? I'm like, oh, I went to Japan like a month ago. So then I'm practicing. And then we had this whole conversation, like even post closing. Like she gave me free dessert, free tea. We were just chatting, refilled my drink and stuff, and like free chawamushi and all that stuff. And it was like, oh my God. This is great. I'm glad I learned Japanese for like moments
Yeah,
like these, just
that's
connecting.
awesome. I honestly think the best language learners are the ones who aren't scared of like speaking the language, like even if they think that they might be wrong. I personally am
Mhm.
not one of those people. Unfortunately, as an introvert, I get really scared to just talk in Japanese,
Mm.
but getting more confident as time goes on. As I learn more Japanese and and know that I'm correct in my Japanese.
You're fine. Have confidence. Have confidence, Sune. Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I've heard you speak. You seem like you said, even if it's conversationally, it's really good. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Nihongo Jozu, clearly. um, but I mean, I feel like you'll be fine if you ever get the context to use it in, So,
Yeah.
there it is. It- and just to add on to my story, the tencho of that restaurant,
Hmm.
she went off a whole story for like 15 minutes in full Japanese, and I got most of it, and I understood most of it. But then
Oh.
the thing was, and I was like, at that point, like I was only like 4 months into my lesson, so I didn't know how to fully respond in detail. So she was like, so I responded, I'm like, oh, okay, and I was just like, wait, I was like, that's what I told her when I was learning, and she said, wait, you're not fluent in Japanese? I'm like,
That means
no.
you're really good then.
And she was like, oh, you get the accents early. I couldn't even tell. I'm like, oh, thanks. Oh my
But
gosh.
you
But
have to be honest though. Like a lot of Japanese people are very like polite and stuff. So
mhm.
sometimes like even if they say you're good, you might actually be not that great.
Right. I'm just like, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
always
I'd
worrying.
like to
Like I'm
think so.
like they say I'm good, but am I actually?
The politeness, the Japanese social politeness there. And yeah, it is hard to build confidence speaking different language for sure. But I mean, uh, having people to speak to, and even if you use it in real life, sometimes they'll help you learn, they'll correct you. Especially if you're learning their language, they'll often try and help you learn if they're kind people, usually
Yeah,
more often
true.
than not. So that's cool. That's cool. If you ever get the opportunity to, I believe in you, Sune. Go past that introvertedness. You'll get that one opportunity, whether it's
Yeah,
in
I mean,
Japan
I
or
think I'll
not
be
in
fine
Japan.
because I'm gonna be. I'm actually going back to college.
Mm.
So, and I decided to study Japanese. So I'm gonna be a Japanese major because I've
Ooh,
found a passion for it. So,
man, that's awesome. Yo, that's so cool.
yeah,
Well, let me know how that goes, freaking Sune Sensei, when I get
I
small.
definitely will.
uh, that's very funny. I like that. Well, I'm sure we'll get into that a little bit more, and what your trip is. But I mean, we'll get into that, but first I wanna talk about an introduction. We've already gotten past that surface level of just like, oh man, we're already learning a lot about Sune. Introverted, going to Japan, Japanese, Korean, on top of everything. Basher, hi Basher.
Hi,
How you
Masher.
doing? And so, yeah, for you, Sune. I mean,
Yes.
let's get over the first introductory episode because if you ever want to, and I'm gonna put this out there, always welcome back to the podcast. Let me just put that out there,
Oh, of
and I'll bring it
course.
again
I'm
later.
totally down.
Neon, hi Giga. VTubing, streaming. I mean, what started it all for you, Sune? Where did it go?
Where did it come from? Where did it go?
Where did it come from? Cotton-eyed Sune Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe. Okay, so how I started streaming in general, I have to talk about this first, is that I was on Discord with some friends, and my friend decided to stream on Twitch, like his game, so we could watch it. I don't know why he didn't stream on Discord or anything. I don't remember the reason why he decided to stream on Twitch for us, but we were his only viewers, and it was like quite fun to like chill in his stream. And he doesn't stream, he just did it like he literally did it like once or twice for us, but I saw that and I was like, this seems like something I would enjoy doing.
There you get it. There
And
it is.
at this time, I was in college. I was in the Angel College learning, and I started streaming, and it was kind of bad though because it started taking over my life. But I wasn't. To be fair, I've never really was interested in school that much. I didn't have any passions. I didn't know where to go, So
Oh, I know. For personally speaking,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. But go ahead.
yeah, so I streamed and I really enjoyed it. I made a lot of really nice friends and became friends with viewers, and I wasn't like a huge streamer at that time. I was also an IRL streamer at that time. I was an IRL VTuber. So I was like, I just really enjoyed it. And during that time, I actually, after maybe like around the end of 1 year of streaming, I started learning about VTubers. On that channel, on my first channel, I actually had a 3D model that I kind of just made from Vroid.
Let's go, V-Roy! That's what's up. Right there.
Yeah,
Woo!
it was like very simple. It was like a model of like what I look like IRL, but with like fox ears because I like foxes. So it was really simple, and then I started learning about like VTubers and VTubing stuff more and more. And then I decided that I wanted to switch from an IRL streamer to a VTuber because I saw that as a VTuber, you're not limited to just being yourself. Because you have a character, not only can you do things that you'd be maybe a bit more scared to do if you're showing your face, but you could also do like voice acting, you can role play with chat, you can still be yourself. But it feels like there's more paths that you can go through as a VTuber rather than an IRL streamer. Because as an IRL streamer, I feel like I just played games, talked, eat food. That was the extent of it. But like as a VTuber, I feel more. Sorry?
It was like you ate food on stream.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I still sometimes eat as a VTuber, but like, like people can,
Yeah.
yeah. But it feels more like I feel more free to do what I want to do, and I've also met a lot of nice people through the VTubing community, and it just feels really nice.
Nah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So as far as like the time frame starts, like what was the stages in terms of the years that it was like, oh, you were starting, like your friends started streaming, you watched them, and then you started, and then you switched over to
Yeah.
a VTuber.
So I streamed as an IRL streamer for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a VTuber, I think I'm either reaching my third or fourth year. I can't remember at this point.
Ooh, dang.
Wait, let me check.
She's gonna do the math. She's doing the math. This is important, by the way.
Very important.
Okay, well, I figured that. That's like, well, you figured that out. That's a really great story. I appreciate you telling me that part. And for that, I mean, I like how you say it really does. It opens stuff up for you to really take different paths, and in terms of like content and interactivity with both like your chat and other things that you can do. So as far as you switching over from IRL to VTubing, what has been one of the most or maybe not the most, but what are some of the top things for you that you've been able to really do because you were a VTuber? Like, I know you listed some stuff already, but like, what is your personal favorites?
Yeah. Okay. So first, I'm reaching my third year as
Let's
VTubing,
go.
so it's a total of 4 years of streaming in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is my personal favorite thing? Honestly, like I feel like my favorite thing just in general, like I feel like it's not because I'm a VTuber, but just in general, I just really like being able to interact and chat with my chat,
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just really nice to have like either like banter or like some chill or serious conversations. It really feels like I have like a best friend, a best friend with chat.
Oh, I get that. So I mean, so then that must have like really changed and evolved when you started, right? Because it's like for growth. Everyone starts up as a small streamer,
Yeah.
and then you get a bigger following gradually for most people, and especially for VTubers. I think their community grows pretty fast. I would say, relative to some other communities. Relatively speaking, from my own anecdotal experience, whether or not that may or may not be true. For you, though, I mean, the growth, because you've been doing this for almost 3 years as
Yes.
a VTuber, and I mean, what's that been like for you from starting off small to where you are now, especially when interacting with chat and all that?
Well, in my personal experience, actually, if I continued streaming as an IRL streamer, I probably would have grown a lot more than I am at the moment. I was actually growing a lot faster as an IRL streamer than I am as a VTuber. And I don't think there's like anything that really affects me in terms of growth. I do know that I probably grow slower because I'm not the type to self-promote myself. I'm really bad at that. But I feel like if I were to be better at promoting myself, then I could probably grow a lot bigger than I am at the moment. But at the same time, Well, I want to grow because I want to be a full-time streamer someday if it's possible. That's my dream, but like at the same time, I am a little scared to grow because you know how it is in the VTubing community. Like
Hmm.
with like when you grow a lot bigger, you get a lot more a lot more drama, a lot more hate, you know. I'm I wouldn't say I'm mentally weak, but I wouldn't say I'm mentally strong either.
Mm-hmm.
And but as a content creator or anyone in the spotlight in general, you definitely need to be more brave because things will happen at any moment and you can lose your confidence at any moment. And uh, with how the VTubing community has been recently, it really hurts my soul to see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you said, being in the spotlight and growth, it sort of just comes with the territory. Being a content creator in general, like the more people you attract, whether it's for the better of your community or the numbers or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
there always will be a handful of people that either don't get it or not like it and might not mix in with the crowd as well as some others. But you know, like you said, like for what you want. I mean, you're aware enough to know that you might not be the strongest, but it that for you it would take a toll as you are now, right? Like you said.
Um, well, I think as I am in general.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. And then it's funny because like, oh, there's drama and stuff, and there's always things happening amongst community and the overall community, right? And it's funny because some people talk about that, and I'm over here in my own little bubble. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't. What's drama? I'm ignorant. Like I don't. I'm blissfully ignorant about all these things because it's not like I'm that deep into the VTube community, and
Yeah.
I've only been here for so long. And then just recently, a friend was like, "Hey, I'm not talking with this person anymore." And I'm like, well, shit. Well,
Yeah.
damn. Okay, then. I respect it. Thank you for letting me know. I won't act on it. But I didn't think this was gonna be a thing. But wow.
Well, I mean, like, even if it's not in the VTubing community, it happens IRL. Like,
Right.
it's
Right.
just this happens like online, you know? And
Exactly.
definitely people bring things publicly, which obviously it's better if everything is handled privately, but some people just, I guess, have the feeling that it needs to be brought out publicly.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I really don't like the cancel culture that has like been created and how it's affecting a lot of people in general.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know if I'm on the same level because, depending on the severity, some things may or may not be deserved. But I'm not going to get into specifics or anything. But
Yeah.
there's also, let's say, cancel culture in general. You mess up one time, it might not even be the biggest thing. It might be an honest mistake, and you could get canceled
Yeah.
for it. And I'm just like,
Or
wow,
or it could even
that's a
be like
rough.
not true. There's people who
Exactly.
spread lies online, but people believe it.
Right, exactly. Just to start a fire, create drama for the sake of creating drama because for some reason they just don't like you. So it's
Yep.
it's it's a rough time. It's a rough time being on the internet, especially when everyone is put under that microscope. Are we canceling Neon? No, chef. No, I would have been canceled already. Don't do it. But for in regards to that, I mean, it's sometimes it's what's the phrase, like, you're was it walking on coals, walking walking on glass, something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot the phrase. And it's people always have to tiptoe because, especially with being a content creator, right? We're not say always, but majority of the time that we are either making content or interacting with someone, it's online. It's out there for the most part. People are gonna try and see it. There's a digital footprint for some cases, and it's always depending on who you are and how unapologetic you are. It can get you into some some heat. So,
Mm-hmm.
but this is me just doing my own thing. It's not like I'm growing at a massive rate where I think I'm gonna get canceled anyways. For not that I'm saying I've done anything to be canceled, but but
Well,
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
even if it's not now, you never know. When you grow big, you never know.
I know, right? Oh man. But so yeah, I mean, well, that's always the negative side, right? There's always looking at that part. And but for you, what are the some things you look forward to? You want to do this full time, right? I mean, that became something that started only, I say, recently in the past couple of years because you started streaming. So for you, I mean, let's get into what you do now. What kind of content do you now, and what kind of stuff do you want to do down the line?
Okay, so at the moment, I do like the general streaming stuff, like gaming, gaming, karaoke, just chatting. Yeah, those are the general
Hmm.
things I think.
Okay. Okay.
I have plans to start a podcast
Hey, let's
in the
go.
future. Um, and I have a few more ideas that I'm thinking of doing, but I can't share those yet.
That's fine. Keep it under wraps. No worries.
Yep, they're
Like
hidden.
if anything, it's exciting to know that you have stuff under hidden in secret.
Yes. And
I'm just like, ooh,
yeah,
what could they possibly be?
I've been working on my re-debut since last year. And
Re-debut.
I'm hoping that I can re-debut by the end of this year. Hoping.
When you mean re-debut, do you mean like, is there a new model coming out? Is it like a rebrand? What does that entail?
Yeah, so what we call re-debuts for VTubers is usually if you have debuted once or twice or a few times or whatever,
Hmm.
and you do like a proper like complete change of like your not like character design, not like how do I explain it? Like I'm still staying as Fox Angel Sune, but
Hmm.
I will have a different model, completely different model. Like everything will be different on my stream. But of course, if you're doing a debut, you don't have to go as far as me as in changing every little thing. I just like to go above and beyond, and it might be my last re-debut. I've already changed, like debuted.
I was about to ask how many.
I would say, yeah, it's about 3 times.
Damn, it's a once per year cycle for Sune. Got it.
Yeah. But if we had to say like, for sure it'd be like about 2 times, because the current model I have is actually the same artist mama I had previously, but it was just
Mm.
like, I guess my model mama just like upgraded her art style and changed some colors and added some things here and there. But yeah, so my next re-debut is gonna be like my 3rd/4th debut, and I'm hoping it's gonna be the last one.
Yeah, Sune's final form. This isn't her final form yet, everyone. she can go even further beyond.
Yeah. But who knows? Like, if I become a full-time VTuber someday, who knows if I'm gonna spend more money for maybe more models?
Like, you don't have to answer this if you don't feel comfortable, but how much have you invested into VTubing?
Oh my god. How much have I invested into VTubing?
Yeah, this is the nicest way I can put it. Using the word invest.
Including my new model coming up.
Sure, if you want to include that.
Okay.
Up to you. If you want to throw out a general ballpark number, up to you.
So I would say, let's see. Oh, I don't really remember the price of my first model though. No, I mean, I have a general idea. I'm not sure if it's lower or higher, but we'll just say it's that price. And then my second one be about that price. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then my current model is about. We're not including like assets and overlays and stuff, are we?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, it counts, right?
Difficult.
It's part of the branding. It gets a little branding. I mean, also for those, I know, while you're calculating that, for those in both chats, I see Ruby in your chat as well.
Yeah.
Feel free to chat with us. Join the conversation. It's fun. It gives us more things to ask and talk about if you hear something.
Yeah. Feel free to ask questions in chat too if you need to.
I got both our chats pulled up, so no worries.
Yeah. Oh, I got rated.
There we go. There we go.
Let's see. No, I'm just gonna do a general like idea. So that much. Maybe. We'll say that much.
Like how it's not even a number yet. I'm like, the longer this takes, the more suspenseful. I'm like kind of scared of what number you're gonna throw right now.
Wait, are you okay with me talking to my chat during the podcast, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to. I mean, you are streaming. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I didn't know because Katie.
No, you're fine.
For the
You're
raid. Welcome in, everyone. We're doing. I'm on Neon's podcast. Feel free to join in, chat with us.
Finally sleeping.
Talk with us. You can ask questions if you have any. I will answer most questions as long as it's not doxing myself or my social security number, you know? Also, Zelati, thank you for the Lotto. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming in.
A rubber room. A rubber room with rats.
Yeah, so about how much in total have I invested in VTubing? I would say by now... I would say about 6 to 7K.
Oh, I would say, are you the person who's invested the most that I've talked to so far? I think you might be second highest.
Oh, really?
If not tied for first at this point. So there, yeah.
Yeah,
you're
I
around
haven't included like my
ballpark.
streaming equipment or anything like that, or my PC, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying too. Because it depends on whether you include hardware or not. Because when I asked another guest, they said the same thing. They're like, "This isn't including hardware." I went, "Okay, that's a lot for someone like me."
Yeah.
So I get it.
If so, like at the moment, I'm not working. But if I were to be working at the moment, I would probably spend even more.
Okay, well, that's over the span of 3 to 4 years, which isn't too bad, honestly. I think that's pretty okay.
Yeah.
You know, I know people who spend that much a year on freaking gacha, and so I'm over here like, yeah, that's
luckily I don't
understandable.
spend any money on gacha.
Well, that's totally fine. Not that I'm saying it's not fine, but you know what I mean. You do you. I just want to get a general number because, some people would like to think, oh, sometimes VTubing can be a big investment, and it can be. But then
Yes.
there's people like me. I'm like, yeah, my model was free, and I paid someone on Fiverr $15 to help with some certain details, and here I am, deep into the VTuber community for the past year or so. So there you go. Well, Tilo asked, "What's your favorite snack? What's your favorite snack, Sune?"
Yeah, that's a good question. Welcome. My favorite snack. Cryats, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hmm.
I'm right here. I'm a snack.
Yep.
Fishing for compliments out here.
Let's see. I feel like my favorite snack would be. Okay. Okay, no. I have to say this. My favorite snack is seaweed.
Oh, that's a good one. Like roasted dry seaweed. Those are
Yeah,
good.
because whenever my family buys a pack, I could literally finish it in one day if I didn't stop myself. Like literally, like I finished like we bought 2 boxes of just 2 packs of seaweed because it was on sale, and we gotta get that sale, right?
Of course.
And I had to like stop myself. Like I tried to like do like 1 or 2 a day just to stop myself. Of course I didn't follow that. I finished it within like 2 weeks, but that's besides the point.
No, I get that. Exactly, Oracle. Nori desu. Yeah, and it's good. Nori sheets, even like, oh, I used to really like seaweed until I realized I need to stop.
Seaweed is
And
just
like,
so good. Like you can't
it
stop
is.
yourself.
You can't. It's funny because at work, we occasionally get a refresh of snacks every week or two. And recently, the past 2 rotations of snacks, one of the vice presidents has been buying the giant packs of Kirkland seaweed for everyone. And like in a single pack, I look at the servings. It's like 4 servings per little container, and I'm like, bro, that's 4. I could eat the whole
but
thing.
you have to take into account that seaweed has like the snack seaweed has a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So like that's why I have to stop myself, because if I eat so much, I'm literally gonna have high blood pressure.
Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons why I stopped. I was like, yo, this is getting real salty. I need to stop.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a lot of water, but it's being offset by all this salt.
Yeah, it's really bad. My seaweed addiction too high.
Nice. So, okay. So, seaweed and oh my goodness. I'm thinking about getting seaweed as a snack tomorrow at work, which pretty much
Good thing I don't have any in my house at the moment.
it would be already gone at that point.
Yeah. I made sure that my family hasn't bought seaweed in a while, because I will finish it in a heartbeat.
Nice. That's such a bait. Be like, hey, Sune, I'm gonna see you at Off-Kai. Just throws a pack of seaweed at you. Congrats.
Oh no! When I become a big VTuber, do you think I'm gonna get just like my house full of seaweed? Because I mean, like seaweed is like a good gift. I mean, it's on the cheaper side, so.
You say that when you get big, you're gonna get like a full shipping pallet of seaweed. Like a whole pallet, industrial-sized amount of seaweed shipped to your shipped anonymously through Throne or whatever you'd use.
Seaweed's so good though.
Yeah, it's like that myth of Costco. Was it the 23-gallon bucket of mac and cheese? Now it's gonna be
That's
there's
crazy.
something like that. Now it's gonna be like a pallet of seaweed. That's what it's gonna be like when you get big, Sune.
Oh no. I definitely have to. I'll give some out as gifts. I'll do a seaweed giveaway.
I hope soon. Now I don't know if this is a thing already. If you ever have like the the tits for enabled, you should just have one of the icons be like seaweed
Oh,
packets or
I
seaweed
do
strips.
have it. I have it, but I haven't been using it cuz I have so many like things open at the same time when I stream that it kind of I'm worried about my PC.
Yeah, and you're entering the seaweed giveaway, Oracle. Well, there you go. Go follow Sune right now. In the title stream, go check her out. Someday, and I'll be like, I'll be there. Be like, I remember the time she told me about this, and I knew it was gonna happen. It's not. If it wasn't an if, it was a when. An eventuality for sure. Cool. So for that, I mean, we'll go back into this as well. But for you, Fox,
Yes.
Angel College, Angel School, how did that come from? Why do you like foxes and angels?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I really like since since I was a younger fox, aka middle school time. I had a little fox stuffed animal. It was really cute. And so my friend group at that time, actually everyone had a favorite animal. Like everyone chose a favorite animal. And of course, like I had to choose a fox. I mean, foxes are so adorable. Like
They are.
I absolutely love them. And, ever since then, I love foxes.
Do you have a favorite type of fox at all?
A favorite. I really like red foxes and Arctic foxes. So basically like the normal type and then like the snow type.
I was gonna say those are the ones that I know. so that's good. That's good. Nice.
Those are my
good.
favorites. I think maybe because I like basic, sometimes.
Understandable. So then does that translate to like you liking other things? Let's say I don't know if you're a fan of Pokemon. Are you a fan of Pokemon?
So, I know a little bit about Pokemon. I obviously only know the basics. I'm not like other people who know like every type of Pokemon and every single one. I know the very basics because I played a little bit when I was younger. But I do have two favorites, which is Eevee and Baneri.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I like how it's just a basic Eevee. I'm like, that's on brand.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just have a thing for basic stuff.
That's cute. So that was your Kitsune side, but now Tenshi side.
Yeah.
Where's that?
So in terms of in terms of angels, I don't really have a like a connection to it. I guess like I wanted something for my VTuber character that is something that is more unique, and I searched up if there was any fox angels, and also the reason why I chose an angel over like the devil is because my personality. I would say I'm more on the angel side. I prefer to be nicer, nicer to people and stuff. I don't think I could act super mean to my chat even if I wanted to, which reminds me that I still need to write a diss track for chat because of my donathon.
Diss track, let's go.
Yeah, they rolled it. But because of that, I felt like an angel would fit me better, obviously. And I searched up if there was any fox angels, and from what I saw at that time, there was one person, but they were graduated. So at that time, there was no fox angels. When I search it now, apparently there's like maybe one or two. I'm not sure, but not really fox angels, Like, so I'd like to say I'm pretty unique as a fox angel, but also I figured out the reason why most people didn't do a fox angel, because it's more expensive.
It's a financial decision.
Yeah. It's actually a lot more expensive because model artists and riggers pay extra for like wings and ears and tail rigging and art. So
Right.
I went for the expensive route, but at least I'm more unique, right?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Unique in both design and in personality. So there you go. There you go. The extra assets of being a fox and an angel is like 高いだよね. There it is. So that's actually really interesting. I'm like, I didn't think about that. I'm like, there have been fox VTubers. There's a lot of angel VTubers, but fox angel.
Yeah, if you
Right.
search it
No,
up,
you're
there's
right.
actually like almost none. Like, honestly, when I searched it up, I saw myself in like that search
Just-
area. But like, like
Just
if you were to
just
search
ego
like
searching.
you were to search like other things, like you wouldn't, it'd be hard to find yourself because there's more popular versions of like your type of character,
Right. And well, that's cool. So then you've been doing this for a while. And when you were like a wee fox angel and you became that, what are some of your favorite parts of like your design? Like, outside of the ears, outside of the wings, I feel like that's an obvious. What are some of the things that in your opinion you really like about your design and your model that
Yes.
stands out to you?
Okay.
I'm gonna just let you have the floor. Talk about you, girl. Get it.
So,
Get that floor.
the thing
Slay.
So the thing with all of my models, I am the one who gave the general design. So I will literally do my research. I will look up pictures of things for reference, and I will make a Google Doc for my artist and put pictures in there and be like, I want it like this with this type of color. I would like to have like these accents, these type of accents. I like these shapes. These flowers would be nice, I give them a lot of detail, and then they create like a general design for me. And usually the outfit, I give them more of a creative liberty to my outfit design, because I'm not very good at fashion. I still give like general like ideas for it, but they will make a really beautiful outfit for me usually. So it's quite difficult to pick one part of the design, because I feel like since I had a huge part in designing the whole thing, it's quite difficult.
Right. The entire thing is very.
The entire
is all
thing is
you.
very important and meaningful to me. Like, for example, like the hair accessory on my left side is a little heart, and I actually, in all my models, I try to add a heart in there because I love hearts. I just love the shape of a heart. It's super cute and it's very meaningful too. And then on my right side, I have a moon shape, which is also, it's actually related to my previous model, because my previous model had like a moon shape on it as well, like the design and stuff. And then the flowers as well is in my past model. And I would say the only new thing would be having a mascot. My little buddy over here named Snowdrop. I named Snowdrop with chat.
Aww.
And Snowdrop is adorable little fox mascot. Unfortunately, Snowdrop is not gonna be in my future model, but Snowdrop will always be here with this model, so it's okay.
Little snowdrop. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, well, so I don't know if this is common because I know some people, especially with larger
Yeah.
VTubers, like mainstream VTubers, and usually have like Oshi marks. Do you have an Oshi mark?
So I actually don't have Oshi marks because, well, first of all, I didn't know it existed
That's fair.
before, of course. Well, I know about it now, obviously, but the reason why I don't really have an Oshi mark either is because, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not really big enough. Like I don't think anyone will really use it. It's kind of the reason why I haven't decided on an Oshi mark, because I feel like there isn't really a need for it at the moment.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I know I've only seen this design of yours particularly. The reason why, like I've seen your other emotes, I'm like, huh, these don't necessarily match with each other. So I'm like, I assume that there were
Yeah.
models prior. So this is very, very nice. Maybe one day I'll come across them. So if that ever happens,
My own models, I will probably be showing them in my re-debut.
oh, there it is. There you go. There's the opportunity to check out previous versions of before she reaches her final form. Okay. So while we're on the word Oshi, do you have any Oshis?
Of course I do.
You say of course. I mean, I've had people say they don't have Oshis. They're like, I have like, no one. They like people, but there's not anyone they particularly stan. I mean, so. I mean,
I see.
yeah,
I guess it makes sense because as a VTuber yourself, usually, who you watch generally will be probably your friends, and then like maybe every so often you'll watch clips of bigger VTubers, but like you won't really know who they are. You'll just watch clips of them because you think they're interesting. But I'm like, when I like something, I am a hardcore fan. So
oh,
so I have a lot of like VTubers that I really really like, and I always will find like favorites.
okay. Who though? Are you willing to tell or no?
Yeah, of course. Well,
Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
there's some that I feel like if I say it, I don't know if I'm gonna get canceled or not.
Oh, I I think I know where this is going. I'm right there with you. Okay, I can guess where they're from. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
But
is
like,
that where
I
a
feel like
lot
my
of them are
chat has
from?
known that I've been fans of them for a while now, and like,
Mm.
I don't know, even after the things that happen, I don't think I'm gonna be like just stop being fans of them.
DM it to me. DM it to me right now. I want to see who. I'm
Oh,
curious.
okay.
Okay, so we don't. You can't get canceled unless it's by me. But I'm not. Gonna cancel anyone. I'm not.
Alright, I'll
like
send it to you right now.
that. Be like, you can delete it after if you really care. Be like, Sude, you're getting blackmailed by me.
No, I don't.
This is your Oshi. How dare you?
I don't really care.
Of course. I'm kidding. Jodan this. Jodan. All right, let's get.
But I have like other Oshis besides them. I would say.
Okay. Cool. So, and I'll tell you mine, and my friends also know this, but I guess I also.
Get canceled for it.
Yeah, I might be. Oh man. All right. Well.
Okay.
Right there with you. So. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but that's cool. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, besides them, I also really like. I really like Shoto. the independent VTuber Shoto.
Yeah, I learned about them like 3 weeks ago because they're also one of my other guests, Oshi as well. I'm like, how have I not heard of this person?
Yeah, they're really popular. They're huge. I would say I really like Bao. I wouldn't say she's like an Oshi, but I really like her in general. And then I don't know if you know Chinese VTubers, but my chat also knows this. But I love this group called Crovin, which is a Chinese VTuber group. They're disbanded as a group, but they're still friends. And my Oshi in that group is named Taco. And they're so good at singing, and they're funny, and I love them.
It's funny you say that. I'm over here like, I don't know any Chinese VTubers outside of, people I know on Twitch.
Yeah, so you can actually watch them on YouTube. There's some clips of them singing. I would highly recommend like checking them out.
Or if you want, we can in the post podcast show, because we can't watch it during the actual podcast. We can watch of one of their songs or performances or
oh yeah,
streams,
I'm always showing my chat. My chat's like Chinese VTubers again.
Yeah, feel free to post it in like the VC chat or DM, and we'll pull it up later. We'll whatever, you can rewatch it as much as you want, but I want to know who Sune stands and how good these singers are. Because for me, as someone who really enjoys music, I can always appreciate a good singer.
Oh yeah, they're like if you thought the singers you heard recently were really good, they're on a next level.
Oh my. See, now I have high expectations, but then I still feel like
but like seriously,
because you're still gonna blow. You're the way you speak of them. My expectations high, but I still feel like my expectations are gonna get blown out of the water.
Yeah, no, they're like so good. Like, I mean, it's like they're the type of singers where you like even like from the first note you're just like, oh my god.
I'm sure, because that's how you know too, right? It's like you hear one note, I'm like, shit, it's over.
Yeah, they're
And
good.
They're good, and then you go through the rest of the song. I'm like, ooh, power, ooh, the air capacity. Oh my god! And then depending on their genre, oh my god, the runs, the runs.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Trust me, I wish I could sing like people like that.
That actually reminds me. I'm hoping to minor in singing when I go back to Angel School.
You can minor in singing?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
So like, to be honest, everything I'm learning is kind of like streaming beneficial. But it's like the things that I'm interested in. That's why I feel like I'm like meant for streaming. Like like everything that I enjoy doing, like it's like I can do when streaming.
No, I get that. That's how I feel, but I'm over here like I feel like I don't have the skill set to be able to fully commit to that. And I don't know if it's like not yet, or if I'm not to fully commit to it because I have other bigger priorities. But I feel that because, similar to what you said earlier, when you're going to school, you didn't know what to do, what to major in. I was the same way. And for me, this isn't secret information, but I don't know how much you're going to disclose, but people know me, people know what I look like, people know my name, whatever, my school.
Yeah.
But when I went to uni, I entered in undeclared because I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what to want. I was like, do I want to be an engineer? Not really the standard Asian route. I didn't want to be into the medical field. And stuff like that. Science, maybe. Environmental science, political science, I don't know. And I was one of those very rare cases where even when you enter uni in the US, for those who don't know, usually you would declare by the end of your second year on a 4-year program, typically.
Yeah, after finishing your Gs.
Exactly. And for me, I was one of those rare cases where because I flipped majors 4 or 5 different times while I was in uni, I didn't declare until the end of my third year.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and like luckily I still managed to finish in 4. So thankfully,
W
freaking
W.
I know freaking student loans get off my ass. God damn it. I don't want to do more than I needed to. But that's the US education system for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, um and even then, when I graduated, it was just something I was vaguely interested in. I didn't even know if I wanted to fully commit to it, which was a geography major.